Hi there, welcome to Virgo Moon Tarot, where I interpret the cards to provide insight into your life. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. Alrighty, let's find out what type of influence do you have on others. How do you influence others? And sorry for the lighting, it's from my window. Okay, how do you influence others? Let's find out. School. Education's gateway, lessons learned. That's what it says on this card. So, with this card, what I'm getting is that people learn from you. Whatever it is that you're doing, people are learning from you. So, you could be actually teaching someone, like you could be a teacher, and your intention could be to teach others. Otherwise, it's just something that you're doing. I feel like your energy is very strong. So, your mannerisms, your behavior, something about it is intriguing to others. They're impressed, they're hypnotized by it, they just want to copy you. I'm also hearing jealousy as well. So if you are like a sensual person or maybe like a flirty person or very attractive, there's people around you who want to be like you. Like there's a bit of jealousy. Maybe you tend to get what you want. Maybe you have a relationship. Maybe you have a job, something you have. There's people around you who want what you have. So they try to emulate you. They try to be you so that they can get what you have. Not to take anything from you, but so that they can be on the same level as you because they admire you, essentially. So I feel like if there's anyone around you who tends to copy what you wear, because I'm picking up on clothing, like a sense of style, these are the people who want to be like you. I'm also getting that they may not even subconsciously be aware of it. So this is something to, I mean, it's like flattery or it's like something to, like it's almost like a compliment. I'm being drawn to the clocks here on the building. There's something about time. I don't know, I'm hearing divine timing and also patience. And what's coming through is if you're if you're a patient person, you're influencing others' behavior towards you. So if you have these expectations of others and you're patiently waiting for them to meet those expectations, there's something about your patience that essentially gets you what you want. There's something about your patience that's influencing these people. It almost seems like a secret power or something. But yeah, for the most part, what this card is suggesting is that you yeah, I'm picking up on teaching. You're a teacher. You teach people. People learn from you. They learn your mindset, like your way of thinking. They learn how to live from you. Maybe you give advice, but they just take in your energy and they follow you. You're like a living, breathing school all on your own. And people are just, um, I heard dying to learn your lessons, but I didn't want to use that word. So I was trying to think of something else, but that's just what came to mind. So, alrighty, what else? How are you influencing people? Festival. I'm hearing party. So you could be very like fun, like you help people to live life. You help people to get out of their like stuffiness, I'm getting. Hmm. You could be a teacher who enjoys fun. So maybe you teach lessons based on something that's fun. I'm picking up on a dancer. Like maybe you teach dance lessons. So it's like they're learning from you, they're learning these dance lessons, but at the same time, it's fun. So this card here says culture, food, and music, and it also says celebration of community. So another thing that I'm getting is that you help people to, there's something about like bringing community together. Like you get people together or you celebrate your culture, and through this celebration you inspire others to maybe learn about your culture or to learn about your community, whatever it is that you're involved in. You may teach people, like maybe you do something in particular and you teach people about this thing that you do, this hobby or this talent or skill, and you celebrate it, and it just brings in other people, like people who are not familiar with this community. You introduce them to something new and you make it fun and festive. Okay, how else are you influencing people? Ship. I heard this ship has sailed. There's something here about you teaching people. I'm hearing setting standards. So it feels like you teach people how to walk away from what no longer serves them. Like you're able to just move on when you need to. It's almost as if like you're teaching people empowerment. Again, this is a card that is suggesting fun. Like you go on a ship when you go on vacation. So you're feeling very, or the energy that I'm getting from you is like excitement and party time. Like you teach people how to live life, how to have fun, how to not be so serious about life. You could be an extrovert. I'm picking up on like fire signs as well, but of course it doesn't have to be that. And then there's zoo. It says wildlife sanctuary behaviors observed. So I'm telling you, there's people who are observing you, watching you, picking up on what you do, but it also, I think it's subconscious as well. They don't realize that they're doing it. I heard you. So people are listening to you and they're trying to sound like you or they're speaking like you because it's almost as if like you're talking to someone of a different culture. Remember, we talked about culture, and they try to, like, they change their tone of voice and their, I'm hearing dialect. So maybe they change like everything about how they communicate when they're around you because subconsciously you are the, um, like the, what word? Like dominant species or something. Like you're, like they're essentially they're putting you like on a pedestal. Also, there could be younger people watching you as well, picking up on your behaviors. So, this card is suggesting to be mindful of your behaviors because of the influence that you do have over people. Yeah, you're coming across as very, for sure, very influential. You're not someone who people just ignore or overlook, even though it's possible you could feel that way. Just the way that you walk in a room or the way that you talk, you may not even realize it, you may not even know it, but people are emulating you. I'm picking up on a work environment as well, so your coworkers could be doing this. I also feel like maybe you could be doing this to your coworkers as well. So it's just like it's just a natural human thing. Yeah. Okay, what else? How are you influencing people? There's also something here about being alone because I'm drawn to this individual here in this festival card who's walking down the center by themselves. There's something here about you being alone and keeping to yourself, or maybe keeping your ideas to yourself or being reserved. People feel the need to be that way as well. Like I'm picking up on someone who is very extroverted. They like to talk, but for some reason, when they're around you, they sort of hold themselves back. They're not as talkative. They're like quieter because they feel like they need to follow your lead. They don't want to be judged by you. So your energy is very strong. People don't want to be judged by you. So they like come across these they morph into you almost. There's also something coming through about if you feel like people are fake around you, it doesn't feel like it's them intentionally trying to annoy you. It's just who they are. Like they naturally become like other people. They don't have a sense of self, maybe. And it's just natural for them to like naturally mirror other people. It could have something to do with like a childhood thing. I want to say trauma, but maybe they just, I don't know, it just feels like their energy is not within, they're not grounded in themselves. So I feel like the advice that's coming through is to like pay it no mind, to not feel annoyed by it because they're not doing it to be annoying. It's just like who they are. Like I'm sure if you are with this person and they're just with someone else, talking to someone else, you may see that person like morphing into the other person, just becoming the other person. So it's just like their natural, like who they are. And then the last card, wishing well. There's some sort of lucky energy coming through, almost as if like you're lucky, like something about you feels it. There's something coming through about you having what you want, or at least this is how people perceive you. So that's another reason why they're trying to like be like you almost, because they see that you have things that they want. They feel like you're lucky, so they think, okay, if I'm like this person, if I'm like if I'm like them, then if I do what they do, talk like they talk, then I can get what they get. So there's just this energy of copying because you're influencing them in like a positive way, essentially, because they admire you. Okay. There's something else about emotions that's wanting to come through because I'm being drawn to this card here, the ship and the water here. Deep emotions. I don't really know what it is though. I think people get curious about you because of your emotions. So you may be someone who feels very deeply, whether you express it or not. Yeah. You may feel very deep, like deeply, whether you express it or not. And there's something here about that. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just intriguing to other people for some reason. They get curious about it. So you spark like curiosity. But I don't really know what else. I don't know why that's coming through or exactly what the like what that card is saying or what that symbol is saying or that sign or whatever. So that's going to be it for this reading. That will be all for today. If you're still here, if you've enjoyed this reading, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one. So until then, take care. Thank you. Bye bye.